So hello and welcome to day 11 of Amnesia the Dark Descent with your host, Karkarov. But is this really day 11? Is it? Actually, it's not. This is actually day 12. See, I had a little problem on day 11 that resulted in me losing my footage. I won't go into the specifics, but let's just say it was really annoying, and as I said, I lost all my footage for the day 11 vid. That does a good thing and a bad thing for us. First off, obviously I'm going to be able to progress a lot quicker because I'm going to know a decent clip of gameplay ahead, what I need to do. On the bad side, though, it means that piece of gameplay might be a little less exciting than usual because, as I said, I already know what's going to happen, so I'm not going to be caught unawares by anything. First and foremost, I'll just point out that I figured out the secret to working these various machines in this room and actually another room further into the control room. Basically what it comes down to is you have two mirror image rooms. The rooms on the left are set up to not be working correctly, and the rooms on the right are set up to be working correctly. What you have to do is you have to copy the settings of the right room, like for example this room, and you need to get them to match up in the left hand room. In the case of this particular room, it's actually kind of hard. This is the configuration I had when I stopped playing with the various wheels on day 10. It's actually already kind of close. If memory serves me right, this one needs to go down a little bit. That's not down good there, Kark. That's a little too far down. That's pretty close. This one needs to go down a bit too. Serves me pretty good. I don't think it's going to happen right now either, but we get a surprise visit from our good buddy Alexander Brandberg. At the time when it originally happened, I didn't really investigate. I was kind of too busy hiding and barring doors and all of that. So I'm still not exactly sure where he came from or what he was doing, but he does talk to you at one point. It was kind of freaky for me the first time it happened. This is not something that's really a big deal. I kind of figured this out pretty quickly, but we can use all these little boxes to patch up this door. That's kind of a good idea to do, so you don't have to keep cranking this door over and over. Because these conspicuous pieces of pipe, sure enough, did have a use. Oh, come on, box. Ah, the hell with it. That's good enough. But yeah, these pipes are useful. You do need these pipes in the final room. But, yeah, right now they don't serve much of a purpose. So I'm just throwing them in there. We'll just leave that like that. I have to crouch to get under it, but that's okay. So this room. And there actually never was really any instructions telling me that I had to mirror image it like that. I basically figured it out in this area here because this one was already working. And I actually checked this room second. I went in the room on the left first and I basically just played with it until I got it to work. It really didn't take that much effort. I was able to figure it out pretty reasonably. And then when I came into this room, I just noticed that the functioning setup happened to be exactly like this. So I was kind of like, oh, aha, I see. Before I read that little note, I'm going to go ahead and drag this up top and toss it into the room. Fortunately, just like those gears in the machine room, those pretty much automatically go into place. You don't have to, wheel and deal with it. It works on its own. I searched under the stairs as well before. There's really nothing under there. So let's read this note. Machine, 13th January 1799. Bear in mind, this game, if I recall correctly, is actually taking place in either 1839 or 1840. So this is actually about 40 years ago. The work I've put into this machine is unequaled by the reasoning of any man. The thought that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is most tiring. The limitations of this world have made my work incredibly difficult. It has forced me to build the thing almost 100 times larger than the delicate contraption it tries to emulate. Not to mention the flow of tamed lightning crudely replaced by pressured steam pushing its way through pipes and turbines. It shames me to think of what the inventor would have thought of my monster. Where he works with a magnifying glass to carefully fix all parts, I push 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron in the hope that it will have even the tiniest hint of the power found in a traveler's locket. Now, obviously we don't know what the traveler's locket is at this point. Probably obviously has something to do with the orb though. What we can assume though is that document was either written by Agrippa or by Brennenberg. I'm betting Brennenberg wrote it. But old Brennenberg should be making an appearance after I fix this machine. And if you paid close attention, also there's some weird thing in here. This thing. It says it's a crank, a wooden crank, but it looks like a kind of a planing tool from my experience. I'll take a quick look around this room back here. I seem to think there's something under those stairs. Never hurts to be sure. No, my memory's playing tricks on me. Some pincers. So if you remember correctly, yes. Issues today, I'm not sure why.
Daniel, is that you? What are you doing?
Maybe he's up there on top of those grates. First time I was like, holy hell, where did he come from? But yeah, I think he was actually up above in one of those grates looking down at me. We're obviously very close to the inner sanctum now. The game doesn't like it when I throw things. So yeah, over here you see we got some working pipes attached to the wall. It's fairly clear you need to get the pipes was set up correctly. I could have sworn there was a tinderbox or something like that in here, but I guess I'm tricking myself. So it goes there. It goes there. Physics impossible, but that's okay. We've got orb of power. I feel like there should be another one, but I never found one. I'll go ahead and take another look down here real quick, because this was the one room I did not find one in. Maybe a piso pipe jostled itself loose. Doesn't look like it though. This part was an especially funny part in the original, because I'm now so worried about the Brennenberg sneaking up on me thing. I actually carried in a box with me this entire time, just waiting to smash him in the face with it when he showed himself. Unfortunately, he did not show himself, so I did not get to smash a box into his face. I really wish I had though. That would have been funny. Out in fear as the spectacle began to consume the blue shimmer. At this point you're probably thinking, happy days are here again, as this will work. Sorta, kinda, maybe. What's this? Oh, the bridge is stuck. It will need a push. I tried a lot of stuff to get it to push. I couldn't make it happen. So, proceeding along. We have to go over here, obviously, now. To the cistern. The purpose of the inner sanctum had always been to study the orbs and find a way to force them to yield their power. However, he was still unaware of this. This is, of course, referring to Daniel. Or me, if you prefer that explanation. Now, this is the cistern. Not sure how this is going to look in the final vid, but this place is actually pretty decently lit. See, here we go.
You're conserving water from the spring.
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking?
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mills.
Exactly.
Is it just me, or did we catch a patronizing tone in old Brennenberg's voice there? You know, in the beginning I did make, you know, a couple little wisecracks about how it's odd that the protagonist would be encouraging you to kill some poor old man. But the farther and farther I get in this game, the more and more I feel like whacking Brennenberg might be a pretty darn good idea.